I am a Democrat and I'm proud to be one because it is through that process, being a Democrat, being a part of the majority, that you can represent your district well. There are 51 state representatives in the whole state, 46 are Democrats. And as mentioned by Mr. Bradshaw, if you are in the minority, you can introduce bills after bills and none of them will pass. Your appropriation doesn't come through.
What did this community do when Karen Ortel was murdered and raped? This community said, we need Karen's law. Who introduced it? A Republican. Why did it die? Who's playing games with people's safety? Nobody from this community wanted felons to vote in prison. Our state senator, Will Espero, I've been the chair of the legislative committee here on the Ewa Neighborhood Board. Not one person has said we need this. Felons voting in prison, the people that hit you over the head, take your wallet, steal your identity, take your car, break into your home. Only 2 states in the country allow felons to vote in prison. That's what Senator Espero was advocating for. So what would I do? How's my collaboration going to work? Farrington High School, murder on campus. Those kids every day walk by that murder site. They asked Rep. Pine to intervene. Can you make it first-degree murder? Who's soft on crime here? Crime has always been a big issue for Ewa Beach. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. A crime is a crime. Let's get it together, work together.
Now, again, being a Democrat, and I said I'm proud of one, because if you want to be effective in the House of Representatives, you have to be with the majority. Because that's how you can pass bills. That's how you can effectively represent your district. I don't want to go over there and start yelling all the time and nobody's listening.
Okay, third question. Would you support felons voting from prison?
I get to answer first now. Thank you for, no, I don't support that.
I really like this question because this community had dozens of people come to the Capitol and rally after rally for the flag bill. Rep. Pine introduced a bill and says, why are people being charged a fee to fly the flag? And you can't fly it year-round. Statewide, many associations have their own rules. But 3 hearings on felons. Let's clarify. When you do your time and you get out, you can vote. We're talking about David Mark Chapman in Attica Prison, New York, who killed John Lennon. The way the bill was originally written, by the way, Rep. Cabanilla voted for the bill on second reading in the House. Do you just be told she voted and would vote no? Hey, I've been at the legislature for 11 years. Go to my website. You can see the truth. Bottom line, this bill was that if you got arrested and were homeless, this is shenanigans, folks. Senator Espero introduced a bill that says, hey, if you're homeless, you can now vote for him. Doesn't matter where you live. It was so that they could trade cigarettes for votes. Front door service. We got 97 voting places, polling places shut down for law-abiding citizens. This is breakfast in bed. It's called ballots, front door service in bed.
Senator Espero says that we should discuss bills, yet he killed the Veterans Flag Bill. Didn't want to discuss it, didn't fight for them.
I didn't kill it.
Yes, you did. This was a bill that should have been dead on arrival. This bill gave the murderer of Karen Ortel from Ewa Beach the right to vote for Senator Espero. Karen Ortel's family is a great friend of ours, and this bill was denied final discussion by the Democrat majority. So you want to talk about what we're discussing at the Capitol? Then I would love to share with you for the rest of the evening what is not being discussed.
There is no harm to the state by passing this measure. There's no expense to the state by passing this measure.
That's not what the Office of Elections stated here in their testimony submitted to Senator Espero hearing after hearing. This testimony was also given to Senator Espero's colleagues to refute him. However, Senator Espero has tried to dupe the public, dupe the Ewa Neighborhood Board, the community at large, even his own colleagues, stating that this felon bill of his would not cost 1 penny. This is an untruthful statement.
If we want to look at this in a more progressive way, this could be an opportunity for some inmates to take responsibility and to help readjust when they do get out of prison. It is part of a reentry plan where we're asking inmates who decide that they want to change their attitude, to become involved, and to be engaged. This measure, of course, is going to have probably a little problem in the House from what I'm hearing, but I believe that this is a measure which we should pass.
At the candidate forum, Senator Espero refused to answer the question yes or no. However, on March 10th, 2009, you just heard him. He wants felons to vote in prison.
One of the bills that this Democrat majority legislature killed that was introduced by Republicans, and I was one of the writers of this bill, it would have reduced the cost of doing business in Hawaii by at least 30 to 40%. And that was allowing people to use state bonds so that everybody, every business, every home could have solar on the top of their roofs without putting the huge down payment on. And government would use their ability to get bonds at low cost interest to the people of Hawaii. And this Democrat majority killed that bill.
Looks like, I hate to be negative, but this seems to be an island of people who's not happy about anything.
If you listen to my opponent's words, he talks about power. He talks about control. That's his mindset. And that's why here in Hawaii right now, we're ranked in the nation 47th in education, 48th in business climate, 49th in highway systems. We are the #1 tax state in the nation. We have the second highest cost of living, rent, and real estate prices. The only place in America where it's more expensive to live is Manhattan. We have the highest income tax, we have the highest gasoline. That's what that Democrat collaboration and control and power gets you. For me, my collaboration is with the people. Because for too long, your current representatives in the Democrat caucus have been working in a vacuum. I've talked to many people. I've knocked on thousands of doors. And when they try and call Will Espero or Rita Cabanilla, they don't get responses. The ideas and the power lies in the community. They come from you. And I would be your most succinct and sincere advocate, representative, to put your voice in Honolulu and not have Honolulu voiced over you. Thank you.